Hey y'all, hey, it is 7:30 a.m. Yes, this is Lolita E. Walker, and I am so excited to come to you today right here on Breakfast with Champions across all of the platforms. I'm here to bring you just a little bit of coaching, cocktails, and conversations. Coaching is where I leave you just with a couple nuggets to challenge your thinking. Cocktails is not about what you're sipping on. It's all about celebrating the greatness of who it is that you are. And then conversations is the juiciness that we are about to have for the next 30 minutes. Are you ready? I am too. Let's go.
All right. I have been having such a phenomenal week thus far. Okay. Phenomenal week. And sometimes I wake up in the morning and I say to Walker, oh my gosh, can you feel this energy right here? Because I know it's going to be an amazing day. Didn't I wake up like that this morning?
Yes,
not this
ma'am.
morning, the other day. Yeah. And I say, but can you feel the energy? Sometimes he's like, I don't feel the energy, right? But I feel the energy. And so today, I hope that the energy that Walker and I are bringing to the table is going to superpower you. Now, listen, when I talked to Walker about joining me this morning, okay, when I talked to him about joining me this morning, I said to him, you know what? I know you have school in the morning. I know you do all of the things really early in the morning so that you can watch TV. I know that I'm taking a little bit of your TV time, but guess what? What if your words could power somebody today? And guess what we're talking about today, you all? Let me get to it. Today, we're talking about the one thing that separates the best from the rest. Part of Walker's affirmation. Do you remember the ending part of your affirmation? Of course
Yes,
you do. He came up with it. Tell the people the ending to your affirmation that you say every day.
Nothing can stop me from being the best. Even when I fall down, I'm still better than the rest.
Come on now. Nothing can stop me from being the best. Even when I fall down, I'm still better than the rest. Oh my gosh. Walker came up with that himself. What made you, he doesn't know the interview questions. What made you come up with that there? Do you remember?
Because nothing could stop me from being who I am.
Yes. I mean, he came up with that. So he has this powerful affirmation, you all, that he's been saying since he was 3. And it's pretty long. Some of you all have heard it. I think I've had it on the show a number of times. If we have time, we'll have him do it at the end. But the powerful piece is that every year we go in and he can add something. And we have this one piece that we can modify inside of the affirmation, right? And this year, he said, oh, I know what I'm going to add to it. And that was it. Sometimes you got to not only believe it, but then that helps you to achieve it. And I remember Iffy this morning when she was talking about the power, her one thing is the pure belief. You got to know it. You got to trust it. You got to believe it. Don't I tell you that all the time?
Yes, ma'am, you do.
I do. Because if we don't pump ourselves up, if we don't remember what we're grounded on, if we don't remember what we bring to the table, all of our strengths, all of the things, then guess what? Who else is going to believe it? Sometimes inside of our communities, somebody might not be telling us that we're awesome. Somebody might not be saying, wow, you did a good job. It might only be the negative things that they bring up. And so today we are talking about what is that one thing that separates the best from the rest. And Walker and I have come up with an acronym, right? ONE. Walker, you ready? Are you here with me?
I was trying to think what the acronym
That's
was.
okay. I've written it down so we don't forget. All right. Well, we have a couple of comments while Walker gets his head together over there. I think he was in outer space. And so let's say hello to some of the folks that are here. Jackie said, hey, Dr. Walker and young Dr. Walker.
Hi.
Come on, manifesting greatness. Absolutely. We have Lynn Luckett here that says, great day. Christina Howard said, good morning. So great to see your son with you this morning. I'm excited that he is here as well. We don't always get 10-year-olds that really appreciate it. And I think he was on a virgin note, but my energy was so high this morning. I told him that I want to bring a bit of coaching, cocktails, and conversations to the people today. Ramon Ray, you guys came to my class yesterday. I teach a course at Morgan State University called Intro to Business for non-business majors. And Ramon Ray came in and tore the show up. Okay. Yo, Mr. Walker, he says, I absolutely love it. Okay, we're going to get into it. And we have this powerful affirmation for you all, and I want you guys to get ready. ONE, because it's about bringing that one thing to the table, but we want to give it to you ONE, one. So go ahead and write that down while we acknowledge a couple of people. Dr. Caroline, she's on YouTube, and she said, "Go Walker, unstoppable." Are you receiving all of this greatness that's coming in here?
Yes, I am.
Absolutely. Love that. Nothing can stop me from being the best. This is so awesome coming. You're super, boy. You are super. And sometimes we have to make sure that we surround our children, we surround ourselves with positivity so that you can be reminded of the greatness it is of who it is that you are.
There's some right there too. There's some
yes. Yep. He's telling me about all of these comments. He is so in awe about where all of the comments are right here, but we're going to keep on going. I love you, Lolita, and your son. What an amazing young man. I love watching the two of you.
Thank you.
Maybe we're on to something. What do you think? Maybe we're on to something. All right. Let's get started because we only have a half an hour power with you, and we want to be able to hear from you all as well. Are you ready, Mr. Scholar Walker over there?
Yes, I am.
Yes. The first, the O, you ready? ONE is what we're leaving. And today we're talking about what is that one thing that separates the best from the rest. The O is really all about
ordering your steps.
Ordering your steps. And guess who came up with that?
Me.
This one right here. I was like, Walker, what do you think about an O? What do you think about an O? So when you think about ordering your steps, Walker, what do you say? And then I'm going to come in on the end part.
Ordering what you think you will be, and no one can order you to do anything that you don't want to do.
That's what I'm talking about. You have to have your own mind, right? You have to make sure. Sometimes, you know what? Sometimes when you're a powerful leader, you're going to be standing by yourself. There's not going to be anybody who's willing to raise their hand because they're thinking too far out who's not going to like them. They're thinking all of these things. It hasn't even happened yet. But sometimes as a leader, you got to stand by yourself. Sometimes the right thing is to say, you know what? I don't believe in that, but let me tell you why. Sometimes it's not going to be the most powerful, right? No, not the most powerful, because it is powerful. It's not going to be the most, what am I trying to say? Popular is what I'm trying to say. It's not going to be the most popular opinion. Okay. That's the point, is that sometimes what you believe is not going to be the most popular. Sometimes when you're in a leadership role, you actually have to stand up and be willing to take all of the bullets for all of the people because you remember your why. The O about how you are that one thing that separates the best from the rest is about ordering your steps. And here's the other thing about ordering your steps, you all. God's already got it. God's already got it. So when I pray and I say, Lord, please help to order my steps. Please help me to walk in the way. Please help people to see you before they see me. Please help my words be able to power into people. This morning when we did our prayer, what's one of the things that we asked God for?
We asked God that it was going to be an amazing day.
That's right. Power our steps. Order our steps. So how does that relate to you? How does that relate to business? How does that relate to work, to life, to home? Know that your steps are already ordered, right? Leave worry to the side. Leave worry to the side. Go ahead and give it to God. Worry, doubt, fear, anxiety. Guess what? That can't live in the greatness of you being the best version of you. You got to know it. You got to trust it. You got to believe it. Are we still there?
Yes, we are.
You here? Okay. Good. I hope you guys are here too. Yes. So Dr. Caroline said, yes, God has got it. I hear Dora Maria said, yes. Wakanda forever. Yes, I've seen it twice, and I'm going to see it a third time next week with my chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Let's keep on going. You ready? The N
is never give up.
Never give up. Who has time? Who has time to give up? Sometimes, and I told Walker this yesterday or either this morning, I said to him, wait a minute now. I see that grade, but help me to understand why we got that grade. What was missing? Because if that's your best, then I'll help you, right? But I don't think that's your best, because why we are allergic to average, I don't think that's your best. We're not going to give up on this thing. It might seem difficult right now because as we just talked about earlier, that sometimes when you're a leader, You're standing up when nobody else will stand with you. And sometimes as a leader, guess what? It gets very lonely right there as a leader sometimes. But when you know, you trust, you believe, you stand on a foundation of faith, you know the gifts that you bring to the table, you know, because you know how you demonstrated it already. And you got people around you who's going to remind you. I remind you. You remind me, right?
Yes, ma'am.
When I'm feeling sad, do you remind me?
Yes, ma'am.
Absolutely.
Never give up.
Don't give up. Don't give up. Lolita, this statistics class is knocking your butt to the side, to the end, to the circle, but we're not going to give up. We're going to find a community of people who know exactly what they're doing, get into a process, because really you're in your head. You got the tools right in front of you. You will not give up. Lolita, you're running this race and you didn't know anybody politically. Who said you were going to run this race? You didn't know, but there's a couple people who didn't believe in you. Okay. I believe in me. And I told y'all last time, I have a whole army in front of me. I have a whole army behind me. I have an whole army. I got 173 people that's here right now listening live. I got people that's going to listen to the replay. I got people that's pouring into me from text messages. You have people pouring into you. The community that is around me also is here for Walker George Bishop. And I always want to power into him that it's not just me. I come with a whole army, an entire army. You see these people? Oh, shucks. Monica Floyd. Hey there, Auntie
Hi.
Monica. I'm beyond proud of you, and you are always great. You see that?
Thank you, Auntie Monica.
Yes, yes, and yes. So super amazing. When you know that you are greatness, when folks see it around you, then they can continue to pour into you. And that's exactly what is being done. So even on those moments, even in those moments where you don't feel your greatest, because there's some sad days, right? There's some sad moments. We have an entire community. We're getting back to O to N to E. We order our steps because we know that they're ordered for us by God. And what did you say? Nobody orders us around. Is that what you said?
Yes, ma'am. Nobody orders us around.
And why not?
Because we are our own person.
Come on. Y'all picking up these nuggets? Are you picking up the nuggets? Okay. Bab said, when there are two working as a team, you can always stay encouraged. Okay. Christina Howard, she says, yes, Lolita, find the people for statistics. Yes, honey, I have found them because we getting a B in this class. Okay. Now we're going to aim for an A, but when you can pass with a B, we say, thank you, Lord. You got to know what the end game is so that you can make sure that you ask the Lord for the right things in life. And right now it is a passing grade. It used to be that I needed to get an A on every single thing, but right now it's not lessening your standards. Absolutely not. It's being clear on what is going to help you get to the end goal. Okay. That is the shift in the thinking. Let's keep on going, Walker. We've already talked to them about ordering your steps and order in so many different ways. We've talked to them about never giving up. And why is that important again?
Because never giving up is making you stronger.
I mean, I couldn't say it better myself. I mean, seriously. All right, let's go to the E. What is the E? You came up with the E.
Exercise your mind and your spirit.
Yes. Exercise your mind, your body, and your spirit. I said, come on, Walker, what is an E? He said, exercise. I said, come on. I was just thinking that thing as well. Exercise, that means going in motion. That means moving. That means doing the things. That means powering you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
How do you exercise your mind?
By reading, doing work.
Yes, by studying, by reading. What's the book that you're reading right now?
It's called The Breakaways. It talks about high schoolers that play soccer.
Oh, that's great. I love it. Okay, and is it teaching you anything or just it's for enjoyment?
It's for enjoyment.
I understand. Sometimes Walker gets up on Fridays or Saturdays and I say, Walker, today we have some mommy work. You could choose between these three things. And he's like, who works on the weekends? Like, I don't want to work. My brain needs to rest. How many times have you said that to me?
Oh, the whole weekend, every weekend.
Every weekend. And what do I say? choose the mommy work and let's keep it moving, because your brain you need to exercise this thing. Choose which mommy work. We could choose 2 or 1. I suggested 1, but if you really want to, we can do 2 because there's not too much exercise, right? That's what I say. So then he chooses 1 and then we're off, right? We're off to the races. There's always a choice. You could choose 1 or you could choose 2. Today, you might choose 2 because you want to exercise that brain a little bit more. So that's an option for you. Do you ever choose 2 things? You do? I love it. Today, we are talking about that one thing that separates the best from the rest. The one thing we left you with an acronym, three letters, okay? The acronym is ONE, O-N-E. And Walker, do you want to remind them one more time what it is?
Order your steps, never give up, exercise your mind, body, and spirit.
Come on. Now, do you think that that'll help them to remember that they are the greatest?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
What should they do when there's those moments when they're just not feeling their best? It's like the sadness comes. What do you think they should do?
Never give up.
And how do they do that?
Exercise their mind, their bodies, and their spirit.
Oh my gosh. I'm so proud of you. All right. I love it. Listen, we're going to open up the mic for a little while. If there's anybody who would love to say anything, please do. The mic is open. Say your name.
Lolita is Jackie.
Hey, Jackie.
Hey, Walker.
Hi.
Listen, Walker, you are so amazing. I super enjoy you. And yes, I've heard your very long affirmations before you were headed out to school. And I tell you, you are one of the most amazing young men that I know. I want to encourage you to keep going, keep your head up, and because you are the best. You're better than the rest. Back to you, Lolita.
Thank you.
Come on now, Walker George.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to keep this video right here. And anytime sadness wants to come, anytime mommy can't gift it to you the way that you need it, I'm just going to go ahead and say, press play. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who else is ready?
Good morning, Lolita. This is Bobby Johnson from Indianapolis. I just wanted to tell my brother Walker, have a phenomenal day, man. You're awesome. I just love the way you speak and the way you bring your confidence to the room. Just know it has not been unrecognized, and we see where you're going, and we already love where you're at. Have a phenomenal day, man.
Thank you. You too.
Come on, Bobby. Thank you so much for pouring into Walker. We appreciate that. There's a Facebook user who says, good morning, Lolita. It's been a while since I have listened in. Great talk. Walker is adorable. We appreciate all of that. We do. Yes.
Hey, Lolita, this is Ramon Ray.
Ramon Ray. Yes.
Hey, Lolita, I just wanted to say it is beautiful, seeing your journey. It is beautiful seeing how in this season you're doing so many multiple things and still rising. And it's always good to see you, Mr. Walker Bishop, how you're with mom and a growing young man in your own right. And I applaud you, dear brother. And Lolita, it's just good to see you shine and how you roll. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Right? Walker rocks. Come on now. I love it. Okay. Who else had something that they wanted to add?
Good morning, Lolita.
Good morning.
Fab.
Hey.
Hi. Hi. Listen, I'm sitting here listening. I work with kids all the time. I'm like, Walker needs to be talking to the youth because I'm telling you, this is so empowering. You two were amazing. And for you all to come up with such a great acronym, it's something that you need to be on t-shirts. It's something that we can use every day to keep us motivated and uplifted. I live my life.
Oh, thank you. Go ahead, buddy.
I don't do a youth segment.
No, she's saying she's saying, what if you would consider doing it because you were so motivating this morning? Is that something you would consider? I've asked him about that. He's crushed me at this point, but what do you think about it? He'll think about it. You know, he has talked about he wants a YouTube channel, and right now the purpose is for gaming, but we're gonna lean into it a little bit, and I'm just gonna follow his lead in the time. He is in public speaking though, and his public speaking teacher, Miss Lee, says that he is a phenomenal scholar. And can I just tell you guys a minute, really quickly, because I have Walker right here. You know, as we came up with this acronym, and pretty much he came up with 2 of them: order your steps, never give up, and exercise your mind all the time, reading, bringing in new information. Your body, we're going to get on a plan and really start moving this body of ours. And then your spirit, the word, bringing in God and making sure that when people look at us, they see and they feel God first. Right. This morning, when I talked to him and we said, yes, it is a go. He said, come on, mommy, let's do our morning prayer. That to me is powerful. That to me is, for me, yes, success is leaning on God and knowing that there's somebody that is bigger, better, and bolder than you to order your steps, to help you never give up, to help you exercise your mind, your body, and the spirit should you choose. Right. And so today, when we talk about what is that one thing that separates the best from the rest, we want you to know that it's belief, absolutely, but it is making sure that you know that there's a future state for you, meeting your future self, because what is it? It's ordering your steps, knowing who orders it. And what Walker said about ordering was nobody gets to order you around, right? Because you got your own mind. You can think for yourself. Absolutely. Oh, I can't wait to replay this for him. Okay. I love it. Never give up. There's going to be some times inside of your journey and work, in life and home and business, and you want to give up in school, in math, when you want to give up, in Newzella, when you want to give up. But what did we say to the people?
Never give up.
All right. Sometimes we got to say it to ourselves, and then exercise your mind, your body, your spirit. Who else wants to lean in today? Okay. So,
hi, Lolita.
oh,
Lisa.
Hey there. How are you?
I'm well. How are you, Walker? You are so inspirational. Way to go. What a leader you have in your mom. And I hope that you never forget that. And that you always, always remember where you come from. But I think and I had said this to you, Lolita, a while back, and I typed it in the chat, but whenever we start with the words I am is who? God. And so I am this, I am that. And so either you're honoring him or you're going to diss him with what he blessed you with. And so you are so powerful. So I am capable. I am powerful. I am a son of God. And you are amazing, Walker. You are amazing. Well done. And Lolita, I have to say, with you getting on the education board and raising your son the way you are and having Walker go out and speak the way he's speaking, what a difference you're going to make in that community. Well done. Well done. Back to you.
Thank you so much. I so appreciate that. Listen, Walker, I think one of the things that we can do before looking at all of these amazing comments is, I think, what if you leave your affirmation with the people?
Okay. I'm great. I'm strong. I'll try to focus all day long. I'm special. I am me. Today I'll be the best that I can be. I'll honor my name, Walker GB. I'm not a follower, instead I'll lead. I'm a child of God, I'll do what's right indeed. I'm excellent, I'm allergic to average, and I'll try to do my best all day long. Nothing can stop me from being the best. Even when I fall down, I'm still better than the rest.
Do you believe it?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you achieve it?
Yes, ma'am.
That's what I'm talking about, right? You got to know it. You got to trust it. You got to believe it. You got to speak it to yourself. And in those moments, sometimes you might not believe all of the things. Sometimes there might be a little doubt that comes into your mind. So what I do with Walker, and maybe this can be applicable to somebody that's listening today, is that sometimes when something happens at school, I'm like, wait a minute. Today you declare to yourself, I am a leader, not a follower. Right. And so what does that mean? And in this instance, were you able to do that because you committed to yourself? And so when your children are able to affirm themselves and then they understand how they demonstrated in the past, it becomes true. Right. And so then you can leverage their words and say, well, wait a minute, let me tell you an example of how you showed up as a leader. So Walker, let me take the opportunity now to tell you how most recently you showed up as a leader. And I'm so proud of you. OK, I think I told him this already this morning, but yesterday I was at school, and when I'm at school, I said, hey, let's do FaceTime and Zoom, and let's take a look at your homework. Right. So we're taking a look at his homework, and he's talking to me about this math that he's doing. And I'm like, this boy is a leader. He's like, yeah, I got my team together, and then we let this person into the team, and then this is what we did. I have a strategy, and I came up with this strategy. And I'm like, so he been listening. Okay. And this leader is emerging. And then after he did that, it was an excellent strategy. We talked through that, but just to listen to the words that were coming out of his mouth, I'm like, wow. Then after that, he showed me his public speaking, right? He's doing this thing for public speaking, this talk, this poem that he has to learn. And he's going through it. And at the bottom of it, he writes a note to his teammates. And why did you write the note to your teammates?
Because we agreed on something that we didn't start doing. We agreed that at the end of every sentence, we would say a word at the end of every sentence, but no one was doing that. So I wrote something in the in the Google Docs that we made for our poem.
Yes, and it's something to the effect of, hey, everybody, we agree that anything in gray we would say together. So please practice at home and make sure you remember your
hand motions.
Make sure you remember your hand motions. Thank you, Walker. I was like, come on, Leader Walker. I said, you got that from my side of the family. Is there anybody else who wants to add in? All right. Is that somebody before I move forward? Okay.
Oh, I just, Lolita, it's Marilyn. I just admire. I thought I did get it with my son, but I'm learning from things I can still do, even though he's 26. So, start reading. So,
I think you're going in and out. But I heard the beginning, and you are doing a phenomenal job. I'm so glad that Walker and I are able to inspire somebody to do a little different. Coaching cocktails and conversations is all about challenging your thinking so that then you can shift a little bit differently. And so Lynn Luckett said, Disney, Walker is available and ready to come to the set.
Wait, I am?
Yeah, you ready. I told you you were born ready, baby. Then it says, my next summit is showcasing kids. I'm going to invite Walker so he can empower the youth. Look at that. What do you think about that?
Okay, I'll think about it.
I think that's phenomenal. And here's the
Lolita.
thing. Oh, yes.
Hey, it's Rhonda.
Hey, Rhonda, how are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm so excited. So I'm listening to you and little Walker and feeling the energy and the love. And what I'm getting from this day is, and your segment is activating your greatness.
Come on.
Right? How do you activate your greatness? First of all, you show up powerfully with energy, and then your acronym one. So I think we just figured out how you're going to close the season of the Coffee with Rhonda show, activating your greatness. Thank you so much.
Yes. I'm going to be on Coffee with Rhonda coming up. Rhonda, what day is that we're going to be on?
That's December 3rd.
December 3rd. So make sure you guys stay tuned, because guess what we're talking about? Activating your greatness. You can't get any better than that. So I just want to say thank you so much to every single person that came into the room. I want to definitely thank Monica Floyd, who she's on the West Coast time, and she woke up just to see Walker and pour some love into him. Let me tell you something. There is power in how you show up, Walker, because you showed up in all of your authenticity, because you were who you are, just showing up in that. Someone said, guess what? I have a summit and I'd love for Walker to be able to empower people. You didn't have to do anything but use the gifts that God gave you. All you got to do is show up in all of you. I'm telling everybody today, all you need to do is show up in all of you. I don't care if one person likes your post, if nobody comes to your first event, you keep on showing up, because there's somebody that is listening to the words that you are saying. There is somebody that's grabbing that emotion so that now they can power their day. This is about intentionality. This is about walking, talking, and behaving in your gifts. This is about ordering your steps. What's the next one?
Never giving up, and exercise your mind, body, and spirit.
Come on. How are we going to, what do you want to leave the people with today?
Be great because you are great. I learned that from my mom.
I just put that in his lunchbox today. Be great because you are great. Come on, pour into somebody today. And I just thank each and every one of you all for being here with myself and with Walker today. If you have a child and you want to leverage this in order to power them, you can get it on LinkedIn. You can forward it from LinkedIn. You can go right on my YouTube page and forward it right from there. We would absolutely love that. And we just thank you all for being a captive audience to be able to pour into us today. Now, Walker is headed to his public speaking. All right. See you guys. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
So cute.